Good shot.
Good shot.
The archery success was about 7%, and that was about in 1977. And as the compound bow came into being, and not only compound bow, but archery technology, tree stands, hunter videos, deer calls, all this thing attributes to the success of archers.
No, I'm doing better than I did last time.
So from 1977 to 1984, the success rate went from 7% to 24%. So we got to think, well, what if we just cut the bow, the technology of the bow? How are you going to do that? Well, go back to the old recurve, the longbow traditional, basically. So we thought, well, let's try that. And you know, it's kind of ironic. The success rate went from 7% in 1977, and that's about when the compound bow and the tree stand started coming into being, went to 24% by 1984. When we changed it back to traditional archery, the very first year it was traditional archery, the success rate was 7%. So that kind of gives you some kind of idea why we went to this traditional business. And traditional archery has caught on more and more and more over the years, and I don't think it's just us. It's just that once people become efficient with something, they want that challenge again, and they want to see where they can come up with that challenge, and that's helped with traditional archery. So that's the reason the traditional archery tournament was just a spin-off of that.
Rusty, what are you?
I'm a 2.
Frank? Because there's so many things here that works together. Not just do we have the archery shoot, we have all these dealers from all over the country come in, but the fort itself with the hunting, everybody's already got their draw deals. Everybody knows if they're going to get to hunt here this year, which this is the hot spot of Oklahoma. So those guys all come to get on the bus tour to go look at the deer, you know, and the area they're going to hunt in. So we've got a draw of all this stuff that comes together, you know. My biggest thing, and we've done this long enough as a club, of course we put on several shoots throughout the year, nothing to this magnitude, but we do a lot of shoot every month, usually have a shoot. You have to figure out when you're setting that target, can a 4'8" lady see it and shoot? Can a left-handed 6'9" guy shoot it? You know, can the average Joe see a kill zone and shoot at it? Now we try to make it brushy enough to make it a challenge, but somewhere along the line they got to be able to see enough of that target to make it so they can make a shot. So you have to be thinking, and the kids too. Like I said, you have to really think about it as you put a target out there. Is that going to be, because they don't know the yardage, they have to guess. And if there's a tree in the way or a brush pile or something, you know, how are they going to make the shot?
And some of them are just fun, right?
Oh, yes.
You're flying
yes.
baboons, for example.
As you go around to these different shoots, you start to see different targets. And everybody has an idea, you know. And, of course, we've been shooting running targets for a long time, you know. And I remember when the Reinhardt target, the monkey or the baboon came out, everybody thought, oh, that's great, you know. We got to have that target, you know. Well, the first year or two, we had him up on a pole where you could let the pole down, pull the arrows out, and then put him back up. He was like way up in the tree, you know. Well, the pole got a little dangerous, got old, and we like to have some people get hurt with it, so we took the pole down. Again, safety's the deal. But Bill at the same time said, we're going to open up more of the range. We're going to open up more course. And it included that pond. So all of a sudden, here was the idea of the baboon on a skiing out across the pond. And if it's not the baboon, we have a big old carp fish also that we put over there. So nobody knows what the high score is throughout the day, you know. So they can't go out there and push a pencil thinking, well, if I come in with a higher score, I'm going to win. Okay? They may come in with a higher score. But like this year, we took the top 7 off of the list on a shootout where we set up at other targets and they have to stand in front of the crowd and show how good they are. Well, if a guy's not good and he's been pushing a pencil, I guarantee you he can't stand out there in the and shoot a deer out in the open with 400 people watching him, you know. And it usually takes away that edge of cheating. We'll get to the final 5, you know. But also on the good hand of that, the other side of that, is a guy who is really a great shot and spent the day out there just tack driving, has to get out there in front of the whole crowd, and he may just fall apart out there. He may have ended up not winning anything, you know. So there's still that challenge that says, hey, I got to get a step up and prove that I can shoot this bow, you know. So.